Hello, everyone. This is your last chance to turn your speakers either up or down before I start shouting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the greatest live stream of this hour, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Welcome, boys and girls, women, men, children. Well, not children. No, we're not doing children because, this isn't a Dr. Disrespect or calling a stream. This this is a Tech Jester stream, and we're all grown-ups here, even though we don't act like it. How is everybody? How are we all doing? So today's show is all on these notes that I've got written down. We've got some Q&A, we've got some tech news stories, a little bit to discuss about some other bits and pieces. I got like 5 news stories that didn't make the actual news story cut. So we're going to go into them next because a little bit shorter topics, but I find them interesting. We'll see how they do. Yep, and then we've got some Q&A that was submitted via Discord and on the YouTube post. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment in the chat, because that would really help with some content for the stream. Yes, yeah. So we are been doing all right. That's good. I've also been doing all right. I've had a little break from YouTube, but now we are back with this fantastic live stream where I just have to continuously keep talking. Otherwise, it's really awkward. Okay, so the live stream is going to be for about, mic volume is a little low. Okay, let's try and fix it. Let's try and fix the microphone volume. That muted it. Not properties. Oh dear. Let's try this one. Is that better or worse? That's worse. Is that better or worse? It's like the opticians. Number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Okay. Volume. Let's do 150 here. Is this better or worse or the same? Better or worse or the same? Better or worse or the same? And I'm running OBS, so I'm in. It's the same. Of course, it's the same. Let's try that one. Nope, that's worse. Please stand by for technical. I can turn it up on the camera. Let's see if that helps. Turning it up on the camera. So let's go to level 3. I think the camera volume is quite sensitive. So let's try that one. That's going to be probably exactly the same, isn't it? It won't let me boost it anymore. 10 dB on OBS, right? Okay. Does that work? 10, 10. So I've just done it. So this is 10, 10, 10, 10. And 15, 15, 15, 15. I may be a little loud. This is great, isn't it? I am the technological master of all things technology, with the audio levels and everything like that. And the problem is, it takes a few seconds for you to hear it. It's getting better. Okay, we're at plus 15 at the moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the camera's too low or if I don't know. I thought the camera might be a bit too low, but there we are. What I can do is I will go put it. Oh, that's muting again. It's mic level, no BS. It is the microphone level on OBS. Let's go. I've gone. Oh, I've gone the other way. Right, let's do this. Let's try this. I should talk, shouldn't I? Let's try this. Is this working? Is this better for... Oh, there we go. Oh, I clipped. Let's just bring it down just a fraction so I don't go over the red line. Oh, no, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. Right, well, I had to go plus 20, so let's go 18 so I don't clip over the red line because it didn't like that. It kind of went all weird. And I will speak up a bit as well. I will also increase the volume of my projection for everybody here. So how is everybody? Are we all good now that we can hear me? You are good now at 18. Awesome. And I will also speak up a bit so I don't mumble. Well, I'm going to mumble. Look, a fancy pink drink. There's nothing fancy. That's pink lemonade. Okay, so the stream will be about an hour from now after we've got all the technical difficulties. Well, we might have some more technical difficulties, but now that we've got some of the technical difficulties out the way, what have I missed? Been a few weeks off YouTube. So have I. I've also been a few weeks off YouTube. So you haven't missed much from me, but you've missed all the YouTubers talking about the PlayStation discless thing. I think that was the big news over the past few weeks. PlayStation ditching physical media for their PlayStations. So they're not PlayStations anymore. They're just boxes of non-disc reading stations. Yeah, so I had a couple of weeks off of YouTube as well to kind of look and work on some personal videos, some YouTube videos, some other things, but I haven't actually been paying that much attention to what's been going on YouTube. Why didn't PlayStation switch to like an SD card from the format from like a decade ago? I tell you why, because I can pin. Look, watch this. Is this going to work? Hey, look at that. Oh, that's in the wrong place. But I'm like a real streamer now. Look at that. Streaming things. Because discs are cheap. So I think it was like I'm going to do it in English money because that's how I am. So I think it was about £3 or £4 for like a cartridge back in the day for Nintendo, and PlayStation discs were like £1 each or something like that. That's why, because it's cheaper and you can manufacture them a lot faster. You can just stamp a disc and it's done in a couple of seconds. With the cartridges, they take a little bit longer. So money and time. But it's not good for us because things on cartridges, SD cards, flash memory, all that stuff loads a hell of a lot quicker. I mean, I don't know if you picked up the original Switch when it first launched. That kind of felt like a breath of fresh air against the consoles because Zelda would load in like 10 seconds, and you know, something like Rocket League on PlayStation 4 or 5 was just lagging right behind. So yeah, we moaned about discs for so long, and now we want to keep them because we don't want PlayStation to take them away. We want to keep some kind of physical media that we can hang on to, whether that's vinyl, whether that's CDs or tapes. But the thing is, physical media does degrade over time, so you don't actually get to keep it forever. Interesting fact, the Madonna album, I don't know which Madonna album, her first one. The first Madonna album, not the first Madonna album, the first album Madonna put on CD was one of the very first CDs that was made. And the adhesive that they used to make the booklets, you used to get booklets in CDs to tell you what they were, what was inside them, and lyrics and pictures and photo shoots and all that kind of stuff that we don't get anymore. The adhesive that they used in the booklet actually over time gave off some kind of gas. So if you have a sealed copy of Madonna's first CD album, the gas from the booklet has destroyed the CD and is no longer playable. Yeah, M-Disc. There was M-Disc was one of them, and there was a bunch of other disc formats that were supposed to last forever. There was a glass one. There was like where the data is actually etched into the glass, and that should last forever. But they don't. I don't think they want us to have things forever. Is the other thing. So I think that's probably why they're not doing them anymore. Yeah, so M-Disc. I forgot what the glass one was called, but it's like every couple of years we get. I need to mute for a second. Pardon me. So every couple of years we get some announcement. I don't know if you notice it on Reddit quite a lot, where you get, oh, this new storage format can hold petabytes and petabytes of data, and it will last forever. And it was on Crystal, or it's on a Cube, or it's on something, and nothing ever comes about from it because they don't want us to keep data forever. They want us to keep buying new things. Although currently everything is really expensive and we can't buy anything right now anyway, so never mind. Apparently peripherals are cheaper now. Apparently monitors are the cheapest tech thing you can buy. So treat yourself to a nice monitor and avoid basically everything else. Anything else with some RAM in it. What topics do we have today? Well, I'll read out the topics we've got coming up later. Maybe do one of them now, and then I'll go into some of the Q&A that people have asked. So what topics do we have? We've got the GTA. This not really a story, but it's definitely worth a watch. This was something that happened a couple of weeks ago on YouTube. Is some modded GTA 3 Vice City and San Andreas inside San Andreas with like these portal things. So I'll show you that. That looks pretty cool. Microsoft did something nice. They actually restored a 25-year-old blocked account, which is pretty wild. So they can unblock accounts when they want to, and we'll we'll get into that. Steam Deck sales have dropped by a lot, and that's not particularly surprising considering that the price went up a lot. OnePlus is withdrawing from Europe and the US, and 3D printing enthusiasts resurrect the D-brand companion cube. I really wanted that companion cube. I really did. I was tempted. I don't know if you saw it. It's let's bring it up. Let's do something interactive. That'd be good, wouldn't it? That one? Is this the right one? Hey, there we go. Let's do D-brand companion cube. Okay, so I'm guessing this will be the first story. Let's just go straight to where have images gone? Google, what is wrong with you? Look, can you see this? There is no images. Why is there no images? Images. Oh, do you reckon they've taken it down? Anyway, there it is. Or there it was. This was D-Brand's. Well, it's not really a skin, is it? It's kind of an enclosure for the companion cube for the Steam machine, the companion cube, and it looked awesome. This was let's bring my face back a little bit. That was one of the reasons that I was actually considering buying the. Can I move that over there somewhere? Actually, it kind of needs to be full, doesn't it? So maybe if I just do, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I was tempted to buy the Steam machine just for that skin, but now it no longer exists. But okay, yeah. Well, so this will be our first story. The 3D printing community has resurrected it and kind of done it on their own. Steam machine is due to RAM. Yeah, due to RAM. You know what? I'm going to try reading again. Steam machine due to RAM is really expensive too. Build an ITX if you can. Yeah, so I think the Steam machine. Yeah, so the Steam machine is expensive. It's too expensive. At the original announced price, that seemed very compelling. That seemed like a great alternative instead of a console. Yeah, build an ITX if you can. But the Steam Machine does have some advantages of its being very console-like. The UI is very simple. Anyone can pick up and play a, excuse me, a Steam Machine if they come like straight from a console and never played on a PC or anything like that. All the kind of little edge cases and quirks with PC gaming, Steam OS kind of takes care of a lot. I mean, you can use, but I can use Barzite. See, the thing is, I have to be very careful with OBS because this laptop doesn't like, well, OBS for some, it's only this laptop and this version of OBS for some reason don't like Firefox and don't like me going on certain websites. I could use Barzite, that would be. So I have to kind of stick to defaults, otherwise it, otherwise I break things. So yeah, you can use Barzite as you were saying. I've never used it, but I have heard of it. So here is Barzite. But I still think SteamOS, especially with its compatibility layers with Proton, do make it, well, they make it easier if you don't want to play things like Rocket League and Fortnite. There's always CSGO, I suppose. Do you have it as a separate source and when? No, so I got it really simple. So I do have, yeah, it's just literally everything's running on the laptop at the moment. I do have it, a PC in this room that I do need to set OBS up with, but I haven't got around to transferring everything yet. So yeah, so I'm just kind of punishing myself for being lazy is the problem. Yeah, that's the real problem. Okay, I don't know if this jacket is. Oh, there we go. That clipped. I don't know if this jacket is going to stay on for the entire stream because I'm actually sweating right now. It's really hot. Yeah, no, my OBS setup isn't the best. I do need to sort it out. I've got all the hardware to do it. I've just been lazy because it was set up on the laptop from before, and it's still running on the laptop, and the laptop struggles a little bit. Bless it. I mean, it's half decent, but we only really use it for web browsing. So yeah, you can use Barzite instead of SteamOS. But the other thing about SteamOS is it's tiny. I don't think you can build an ITX machine that small, because what is it, 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches? I mean, that is tiny. What camera do I shoot on? I shoot on the Sony ZV-E10. I know I should say ZV-E10 because I'm British, but ZV-E10 sounds better. The original Mark 1, I think it's absolutely brilliant. That is the best camera I've ever had and especially for how much it cost. I think it was, how much did I pay for it? It wasn't, because the price went up, of course, because everything does. But I got it for a really good deal. And then I got the Sigma f1.4 16mm lens for it as well. So that combination looks absolutely, well, I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks really good. And currently right now I'm running that through that camera using a USB stream to do this with, which was another reason I got it. It can do USB streaming. It only streams it records at 4K, but only streams at 1080. But that kind of lets me do that kind of thing, which is really nice. And I bought it maybe 4 months after it was released. I haven't felt a need to upgrade from that. Not for the kind of, well, yeah, like the new FX5, that would be lovely. But that's a bit out of my price range. A bit out of most people's price ranges, unless you're doing like professional stuff. And this, as you can see, is far from professional. So yeah, Sony ZV-E10. I absolutely love it. It's small as well, so I took it on holiday with me. It's small enough to carry around. It's absolutely brilliant. I think it's actually better. Well, there are some features on the Mark II that are better, but yeah. So the new FX5 looks like poor value for money. I did look at it, yes, and yeah. everything's everything seems like poor value for money right now. It does, yeah, but it does kind of have all the features that you could possibly want for maybe the next 10 years. I don't know. I don't know. Things change all the time. I mean, how long have I had that? Maybe what, 3, 4 years? So I can see that my camera lasting another 5, 6 years easy, provided I don't drop it. Yeah, Nikon ZR and the Canon RV6. Yeah, they're great cameras as well. I like Sony because I kind of used to the interface, and I like Sony. As long as they don't take physical lenses away from us, I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, no, people have their preferences, don't they, on which cameras they like the most. I do like the Sony cameras. I think they feel nice. I like the UI and the autofocus as well, because with I had some kind of point and shoot Canon before when I was very first starting. Can't remember exactly what one it was, but it was one with a fixed lens, and the autofocus was very slow. And then I was reading up which camera has the best autofocus, and of course it's a Sony. So their autofocus is just lightning fast, locks on every single time. I've never had to worry about autofocus. The UI is horrible. I like it. It reminds me of the old. Yeah, you sorry. You said the UI is horrible as a Sony user. I like it. It reminds me of like the old Sony TV menus from like the mid-90s, where it's just pages of menus and menus. I like that old school menu layout. Although they've changed it in the new one, so maybe it's a bit better. But yeah, so I'm going to take this jacket off because I'm sweating. You know, normally I charge more for this on my OnlyFans. I was at a shoot today and there were way too many menus. Well, yeah, so I always build out well, I say whenever I've used 2 Sony cameras, but I've always built out because you can set the user menu for everything that's just important to you, and that's what I do, and I just kind of go from there, and then when there's something that hey, Mazak, how you doing? Now, everybody play nice. Everybody is welcome to join. But Mazak is awesome. I haven't seen Mazak in a long, probably because I haven't been here is why I haven't seen Mazak. Oh, okay. You missed the jacket, Mazak. I've just taken it off. I've just done a little OnlyFans preview, and the jacket has been removed. Didn't realize this was alive. This is alive. How did you not realize this is alive? I made 2 community posts. I went live early by mistake, and and here we are. So yeah. Oh, and we had some technical issues at the beginning. So once this is over, you can go back and look at those. And it's mainly audio, mainly me being too quiet, which is a first, I guess. So yeah, Zach, we're running this stream up until about 10 past, well, 10 past 9 from where I am. So where is that? That's like 40 minutes left. Yeah, where's that community post goes into? I'm going to pin that comment because that for yeah, I know. So they go out to some people sometimes. Great stuff. You can view them manually by going to the channel and then clicking on community, but that's a bit of a faff, and no one's ever going to do that, really, are they? Oh, thank you, Mazak. Yeah, it does mostly show up on mobile. You don't really see it too much on desktop. It does sometimes show up on desktop by chance. But I mean, YouTube, I don't get YouTube. We'll do some Q&A in a minute because there's a question about YouTube that I want to answer. By the way, we are doing some Q&A throughout the show, so if you want to drop some questions into the into the chat. I shall do my best to answer them. I just... Oh, yeah. There could be 2 number 1s, can't there? Okay. We've got 2 questions there. I will answer those in just a second. But Joseph... All right, I'm going to need to know how to pronounce your name. Is it Joseph or is it Joseph? I'm guessing Joseph. But yeah, you said you shoot. What kind of stuff do you shoot? Because that's cool. I love nerding it. Oh, I've moved myself. Professional streamer. Yeah, because I loved talking about video stuff. I've done it again. It's not the thing that I want to move. Sorry, I'm wiggling around the screen. This is the thing that I just want to bring down a fraction. There we go. That's better. It's Joseph, like normal English Joseph. Yeah, I thought so. I'm absolutely terrible reading names. It's just the last bit that threw me off, I suppose. Oh. Oh, there's an option here. Oh, you can't see it. But if I click on the chat and click on the user, it says you can put this user in timeout. No, nobody's going in timeout unless they're really bad. Oh, now I seem to have broken things again. Joseph, of course it's Joseph. Why would it be anything else? Why? Yeah, so yeah, was it your shoot you was at, Joseph, or were you helping out or just in the vicinity? Send me to the corner. Okay, yeah, that's the new pin comment. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's staying up there for at least, I don't know, 10 seconds. That's how you get to number 1. I do a bit of everything. Like... Oh, nice. So you're doing it actually professionally. Nice. So I kind of fumble my way through videography. I do. So I've learned obviously bits and pieces from doing YouTube, but if you kind of take the camera outside the house and doing something for someone else, that's when it gets really dicey, and I get a bit nervous doing that kind of stuff because, well, you can't really do professional with the ZVE10 because there's like 1 memory card slot, and if that goes, then everything goes. I don't do it professionally. Unironically, I just so happened to do it. Oh wow! Well, that's and you don't want to do it. Yeah. Well, yeah. I my first IT job, I kind of stumbled into that. I shoot on the A6400, which is pretty much the same camera. Does the 6400 have dual memory card slots? Because ZBE, that's kind of like what I think separates professional cameras from YouTube cameras. It doesn't matter if my memory card dies. Like whatever I did, I can redo. But you can't really redo wedding vows, can you? We'll just go back to the venue, do it over again. Oh, electronic viewfinder, yeah. And I suppose it can do external recording as well, which is something that you can't do with the ZVE10. I think you can only do 1080 external recording with the ZVE10 from what I remember. The same as the stream output is 1080. So, but I'm guessing you can do external recording with the 6400 at full resolution. Is my guess. Avoiding the wedding stuff. That's probably a good shot because it's so... obviously, people want. Excuse me, I'm just having a mint to keep my mouth moist for the talking. Yeah, wedding stuff is so important. People want it for the lowest price, and you get 1 shot at getting it right. And if you miss it, then there's a lot of people that are going to be disappointed. Why don't you use a cheap capture card? Because I don't, and HDMI to I don't live stream. Maybe if I live stream more often, I might kind of invest into that kind of stuff. Choking on my mint nut head. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, so the capture. Yeah, I've also ran out of PCIe slots in my computer down here for a start. Or I could do USB one, I suppose, but yeah, since I don't live stream very often, I just kind of went for the simplest setup, just to see how it goes. If I start doing more live streams, then I'd probably invest into something like a capture card, and then I can record it at the same time and things like that. Okay, let's go for some questions. I'm actually running out of time for what I had scheduled. Maybe we'll go a little bit longer. Who knows? Let's go. Let's try and find these questions again. Da, 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 da. You see, I've been asking all the questions rather than answering questions. Da, 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 da. Question: did you have a good Pride? Ours was last weekend. I didn't do anything for Pride. My birthday is in June at some point, so Pride kind of takes over my whole birthday. Everything is rainbow. So yeah, no, I didn't really do anything. I've taken it down. I've taken it down. Thank you very much. And the other question was, what do I do? What is your day job? So, what is my day job? There's a long answer and a short answer to this one, and I'll give you the medium answer. The medium answer is that for 15 years I worked in manufacturing. So I started as a machine operator. This is going to sound like a LinkedIn interview. Yes, here we go. Tell me about yourself and what you've been doing for the past 15 years. Yeah, so I started as a machine operator and worked up through the ranks, and eventually got an office job as CI coordinator. I was the only one there, so technically I was the manager, but not the manager. And then various other admin bits involving quality, health and safety, all that kind of stuff around the office. Woo! Yeah. No, we was very professional. We was ISO accredited. We had all kinds of awards and things like that. It was a good factory. We manufactured tubes, which isn't the most exciting thing, but since it was quite a big factory, it had loads of departments and things, so it was fun because I got to do some IT support and some networking and fixing the IT side of the machines as well. So that was quite fun. So yeah, I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it, and at the end of it, because we'll get to the end, there is an end. Yeah, at the end of it, I was helping with logistics and planning a little bit as well. As we shut down. Yeah, so I was made redundant last year because the factory unfortunately shut down. And since then, I've been trying to become a YouTube star. No, so I've done a little bit. So currently I'm working in retail. There's what it is. I don't mind that. I quite enjoy that, actually. Whilst trying to be the world's biggest YouTube star without being a bigger douchebag as Logan Paul. Nobody wants to be like Logan Paul. I don't even think Logan Paul does. Okay. So let's. Should I take the comment down? So yeah, so that was my day job, and now I try to be funny on the internet for oh no, for views. Retail, yeah, yeah, retail is retail. There's a lot of hard workers in retail who don't get paid enough. And I'm not just saying that because I'm there. I thought this before we joined. There's a lot of factory workers who don't get paid enough as well for the kind of work they do. It's not all of it is necessarily super mentally demanding, but it is physically demanding a lot. And some of it is really mentally demanding as well. You have to deal with people all day, which can drain your social battery like that. And when you get home, you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody because I've been asked 15 times where the ketchup is. It's nice helping people and telling them where to go and that kind of stuff. But yeah, talking a lot to a lot of people does drain you a lot. Have a Well, I'm married, no kids. And I don't think, yeah, we're not having kids. That's my family. Of course, there's a much wider family. I came from somewhere and from some people. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. With that, sorry, I did a lip smacky thing there. That must have been gross for you. I do apologize. I hate that when I listen to that on podcasts. I do try and avoid that as much as possible. Okay, so I have got some questions from Discord and from the community post that went up that everybody absolutely saw. Oh yeah, back to the community post. That YouTube wants us to communicate with the audience. They keep sending out emails to creators and notifications and making videos about it and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to actually wanting to communicate with you by sending out a community post, which, you know, it may be something important like, oh my god, I'm going to disappear for a couple of weeks, or you know, the last video had something in it, I've taken it down, whatever, you know, I showed a nipple and I shouldn't have. That's okay, we're not on Twitch. Right? You may want to be notified about those things. And YouTube says, nah, we'll send it to 3 people, maybe. Solitary jobs are fun, but customer interactions spice it up. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I agree. But it is tiring after a while. I find anyway. This may surprise you, but I'm actually quite introverted outside of talking to a camera. Really, I am quite quiet outside of this. Yeah, there's Discord. I made a community post about it. YouTube is so great. Hey, no, you don't need to redact your message. No, don't worry about that. Message redacted. That is the best kind of message. But yeah, no, there is a Discord. I did make a community post about it, but obviously YouTube doesn't like sending them out. So I'm at 3,000 odd subscribers, right? I'll send out a community post and it'll have like 1 or 2 likes. And only one of them is me. And then like 1 comment. So yeah, I wouldn't feel bad about missing the Discord link. Should I drop it in the chat now? Let's try and find it. It's going to be on one of my old videos, isn't it? Because I don't have Discord installed on this laptop. Where is... Oh, I can't find it because I'm not signed in that way for the things. If anybody has a Discord link, please drop it in the chat. I will try to find it in the meantime. Oh, actually, I can turn this window off and go into this. This will work. Okay, yep, so just bear with me 1 second. I will do that. And I will leave this comment up because I think this is quite funny. Have you considered a different haircut? What's wrong with my haircut? I like my haircut. I've had the same haircut for 20 years and I'm not going to change it. No, so, yeah, so no, not really. I don't really do much of my hair anymore. I did have it dyed completely blue when I was in school, like the last few years of school. Blue hair, probably about just fractionally longer than this. Blue hair and spiky. Yeah, like Sonic. Where is the Discord link? This is taking longer than it should. Can I do it from here? I think I can just do this and we will find it. Newest. Is my comment going to be on there? Of course it's not. Oh, it's in the description of this video. Okay. There we go. This should work. Do you plan on having mods on the Discord? We can bring this one up as well. Yeah, so there's the Discord if you want to join. There's a few people on there at the moment. I think there's 5 or 6. I think it might be 6, including me. So do you plan on having mods on the Discord? Maybe. if it gets if enough people join. Right now, there's like, as I said, 5 or 6 people, maybe 7 if Mazak comes along. I just need to reposition my legs. Ooh, look at that! You saw a knee. Lucky you. If it gets a bit bigger, then maybe yes. But right now, it's quite manageable. So I'm happy to deal with. Oh, I don't do Discord. Maybe I won't see you there then. No, it's fine. I don't normally do Discord. But I think over the past 6 or 7 months, I've been using Discord a lot more. Yeah, because I've avoided Insta, avoided Facebook, avoided TikTok. I don't know. I might actually do well on TikTok if I posted some videos on there. Who knows? Questions are coming in thick and fast right now. Tea or coffee? Oh, I keep moving myself. Nope. This one. It's supposed to be centered, but it doesn't really center that well. Is that tea or coffee? Is that code? If so, both at the same time. I call it coffee because toffee is already a thing. No, I don't mind a cup of tea, but my go-to is normally coffee for the caffeine boost. Although tea apparently doesn't have that much less caffeine than tea. Oh yeah, it's that kind of stream. Yeah, so yeah, go-to is coffee, especially in the morning. But yeah, I'm happy to have a cup of tea. But I can't have milk. I'm not lactose intolerant, but when I have dairy, it sets off migraines. So I try to avoid dairy as much as possible. And if you go to someone's house, they often don't have dairy-free milk, right? So black coffee is the answer because black tea is awful. But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, either. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are messing around with video, trying to make it look good, and trying to make something on YouTube. YouTube is one of my main hobbies. That and Lorcana, the trading card game from Disney. It's, if you haven't heard of it, it's kind of like Magic or Pokemon, but Disney version. What is the point of dairy free? Yes. Oh, this. Let's put this over here, and then that should center properly. I missed a question about t-shirts. That's probably when I was looking for Discord things. I will go back up the chat and look for t-shirts. Excuse me. It's a good job there's a mute button. It's like the cough and burp button because you don't want to hear that. That's kind of gross. What is dairy-free milk? Isn't the whole point of milk to have dairy? Yes, but when you can't have dairy because it gives you migraines, you have to have something else that tastes like milk because milk tastes delicious. There's no getting around that. Milk is lovely and dairy is lovely, but I can't have it anymore, unfortunately. So I have to have something that tastes similar. Especially if you have low quality words. Words are my tool on YouTube. Especially if you have like some kind of low quality coffee, you need something else in there. If you have high quality coffee, having it black is fine, in my opinion. And I don't know why we went there. The question from t-shirts. I can't see the t-shirt question. It's not in my feed. Where are the t-shirt questions? So I did that, I did that. It's not showing in my chat. This is why YouTube is amazing. Even when we're doing a live stream with I've got it as a backup here as well, just in case. I can't see it. I cannot see it. Does anybody want to copy and paste it again? I'm on. Oh no, I'm on top chat, and I should be on all chat, live chat. There we go. Am I going to see everybody else? There we are. There's all the comments from everybody else. Oh, that is annoying as hell. Yeah, so no, Mazak, you have saved the day. Well done. This is, you know, you're gonna. You've got that number one. Oh, you're number 3. I think that's the number 1 thing to say. Yep. So if you're on mobile, you can hit the option menu there, and then you can change it to all messages. If you're on desktop, it should be somewhere in the same place. And that shows all messages. Why would you just show top messages on a live chat? I understand it perhaps on the replay, but why? Is that my setting? Do I have to change that? If I have to change that, I do apologize, and I will change that for the next stream, if people want the next stream. So yeah, have a heart. Woo! Okay, so we can answer the the t-shirt question. Sorry it took so long. Can I pin it now? Can I pin the question? There it is. Can we get the Tech Jester t-shirts? This one is first. So I did put them on a web store where there was like a limited run of 100 of this particular one. Shall I stand up? I'll just go up a little bit. Ta-da! Nothing below the waist. It's a family-friendly stream for non-children. So yeah, and the web store is currently closed at the moment, but I can reopen it. I'll do that soon. Yeah, the idea was to make 100. Well, not me to make 100 of them, but to have 100 of them made, and then that's why it says first 100, and then after that, get rid of the first and just sell this design. But yeah, I did set up a shop, but it kind of looked like a really dodgy, like it didn't look like a professional shop. So I don't think anybody bought one because it didn't look safe. So I need to work on making that look pretty. Just like myself, and just like all of you, I'll make it look pretty, and then open up the web shop, and you can buy a shirt. I did give one of them away on a previous stream. I think last year we gave one t-shirt away, and one person bought one, so we're down to 97, including this one. Yeah, I know this is a live stream, so yeah, we are. That's that's a good comment. Pants are on. What a crime. The pants are normally off. However, on a live stream, I cannot edit out the parts that are not safe for YouTube. I have a special folder on on my server that is edited out below the waist, not safe for YouTube. I don't know what to do with them yet, but it's a growing collection. Sometimes it shrinks if it's cold, but the collection is usually growing. What else did you expect? Okay. Okay, so I think yeah, YouTube and Disney cards are my hobbies. Mazak. So you like nut milk, almond? Yes, I like nut milk, and to drink I like almond, coconut. I like soya. What do we call it? We call it soya, and you call it soy. I don't know why they dropped the A. Yeah, I pretty much like all those alternatives to the milk. I didn't like them when I first tried them. Some of them are an acquired taste. You don't They don't taste. Some of them don't taste great straight away. Almond milk was tasted a bit too powdery initially, but coconut milk just is kind of like water. What's the shipping costs on the shirts? I think, from what I remember, it was £15 all in, no matter where you was in the world, which is what, $17 or something, and that's kind of the cheapest I could get it. I didn't make any money on those. I think I made like £1 per shirt, something like that. But that kind of kept the price the same for everyone around the world, because we could do Europe, Australia, New Zealand, America, Canada, and Mexico in like different spots for the same kind of shipping price. So that covers most of the world, apart from Asia. Asia's more expensive to, ironically, it's more expensive to make and send things there from elsewhere. Yeah. So yeah, 15. Yeah, I think that's like 16 or $16 ish. I think something like that, which is I think is quite an expensive price for a no-name YouTuber's t-shirt, but that's the way things cost. But yeah, I'll get the store open when I can make it pretty again. We're gonna make the store pretty again. There will be no orange shirts. Okay, what was I gonna? I was gonna have some more water. Talking for like an hour is really thirsty. It really is. Pink lemonade. The store it would be the best store you've ever seen. That nobody knows storefronts like they come up to me and they say, "How'd you build such a beautiful store?" And they go, that's what I do. I know so much about. Nobody knows anything about stores more than I do. They had to build a thing, but the stuff I've run out of material." Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get to some questions that I wrote down from other people outside of the live stream. So, if you had the opportunity, would you vote Nigel Farage or Count Binface, or vote not at all? This this is what I intensely need to know as an American, because I'm 100% Team Binface. I don't know if you knew this, if this news made it out that far, but there is a political person who runs the Reform Party, which is kind of like on the right kind of side, I guess. We're not doing politics here, but anyway, basically, he voluntarily left his position so he could have a re-election to try to make sure that that's what the people wanted. They wanted him in power and for him to run the party. And his opposition was was Count Binface, which of course the comedian in me wants. I'm not a comedian. I'm a try-hard comedian. So yeah, wants Binface to win. But the problem is, if Binface wins, I can't remember who said this, but they made a really good point, and I wish I could remember who actually said it. If Binface wins, all of the comedy kind of goes away, because then he's no longer making a satirical point, or he's doing it. He's not doing it for fun. All the kind of comedy aspect and political satire goes away if he wins, because then he becomes a politician and none of the comedy and satire works anymore. So although we want Binface to win, realistically he can't. It's because then it's no longer a comedy bit, unfortunately. Somebody put that a lot more eloquently than I did. But yeah, so yeah, Binface gets my vote. Unfortunately, I don't get the vote on that one because it's based on an area called Clacton in the UK, which is a seaside town, which is where he's the lead in his party there, or he was. So it's people of Clacton have to vote for him to be in, or they can vote for Binface, which is absolutely what they should do. Excuse me. Okay, what else do we have to talk about? I'm running out of time, and I haven't covered anything that I wanted to talk about. so, so yeah, maybe I did have enough to do a live stream. Okay. Okay, what is the one joke that you couldn't, so by Oathblade, what is the one joke you couldn't make work and the one punchline that got away? So when I'm writing jokes for news, I do kind of write most of them in advance. Some of them I come up with on the spot, but most of them I do kind of write or plan a little bit in advance. I think my live chat's broken. I'll try and fix that in a second. But what I try and do is I don't try and attack individuals too much, because I don't think that's fair for a start. But it's better to attack ideas and stupid actions that people have taken, right? So of course you want to make jokes about the person, but you don't want to attack the person at the same time. You want to make the person you're making a joke about, you want the intention for them to laugh as well. And corporations, of course, yeah. Thanks, Mazak. Of course, corporations they get everything. You know, corporations are not people, so when they do something stupid, absolutely they can be attacked. That's, you know, because that's not one person. That's a group of people who have reached some kind of stupid decision and all kind of voted in it in some kind of Teams meeting or Slack message board or whatever the CEOs are using. They're like people, but they're not people. Yes. They're they're like people who have no morality. That's a corporation. No, that's not true. Some of them, some corporations are doing good things on purpose, but the ones out there that are just to make money are doing bad things on purpose because lines go up. Right? There are some good corporations out there. None I can think of off the top of my head. Obviously, charities and all that kind of stuff are good. There's few non-profits. There's one called Karma Cola who make like, we call them fizzy drinks. What do you call them? Pop. Soda is the correct word. And they redistribute the wealth to the people who grew the ingredients that make the soda, and that's all good. But I'm pretty sure some of the big corporations started out doing things similar and then kind of slowly drifted off into pure evil. So yeah, the jokes that got away are the ones where I think that would be really funny to make fun of this particular person, but actually it's not the right thing to do. Sometimes it's not worth attacking someone for something that they may or may not have done on purpose, just for the laugh. So yeah, we do draw the line somewhere, but sometimes the news report on is so extreme and so bizarre that those limits don't often matter sometimes. And it's, yeah. You're right. The thing to do is make fun of their mum. Yeah. Although we might not never know who Mark Zuckerberg's mother is, because she probably scurried away into the rainforest with the rest of the lizard people. Some people it's okay because they are pure evil and do evil things on purpose. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes lizard. Yeah, so sometimes the jokes, you just have to, you know, not play it safe, because I don't play it safe. We swear, we talk about genitals, all kinds, all kinds of genitals get mentioned. Yeah, we're not very safe, but we don't target unfairly, shall we say? Like Marquez when he was speeding in the school zone, right? Yeah, absolutely jump on that. That's a stupid thing that Marquez did, and everything about that is stupid. We can attack Marquez for driving fast, but we can't attack him for doing something that he does normally, right? Like being boring. They're jokes. Don't worry about it. Sometimes we can. Yeah, sometimes we get into a little run, and sometimes I have to rein myself in. I can edit the bits out that I don't like sometimes. I can't do that on live stream. Okay, so yeah, so it's not always about not making jokes work. It's about the right jokes at the right time. And there's no limit to the dirty words that we can use. What was the other question? Again, anybody watching, we are doing Q&A, so if you have any questions about anything, it doesn't have to be about me, the channel, the stream. It could be about why aliens have visited or not visited and not contacted us yet. And I will try to answer every question to the best of my ability, or it could be something deeply personal, like how many nipples do you have? And the answer is more than one, and may surprise you. But again, it may not. Okay, where's my Word document? I've opened it like 3 times. Okay, so what is the best and worst parts of YouTube? That is, we're gonna move the we're gonna remove this nut milk comment there, and there we go. It's lizard time. Yeah, so the best and worst parts of you. Well, the best part is doing stuff like this and just making videos that I find fun and it's fun for me to make, and hopefully they are fun to watch and enjoy. And sometimes they might not be, but I still had fun making them. So they're the best parts of YouTube for me are making something that hopefully people enjoy, and getting to interact with people as well. I love the comment section. Oh, clipping a bit there. I do apologize if I'm talking too loud. Yeah, the comment section. I love everybody in the comments and all the back and forth and the jokes and just getting to interact with people and seeing what they've thought of, not maybe just the video, but the jokes and sometimes the ideas I I talk about in the videos. It's really nice to have that kind of feedback. Yeah, so I love the making videos and interaction. And the worst part of YouTube is I don't is kind of the some of the culture around YouTube creators. I would say it seems like a lot of them start off fine, and then as they increase their views and increase their subscriber counts, their ego also increases. Either that, or they just don't care about hiding it anymore. So that kind of cult following of people is kind of the bad parts of YouTube. But yeah, I'll throw that question back out to anybody watching. Let me know your best and worst parts of YouTube. Is it some kind of culture thing? Is it just like the UI and it's the massive thumbnails across? Like you get 3 thumbnails on the homepage. That's up there with my worst parts of YouTube. Forget Logan Paul and I Show Speed. Big thumbnails can go to hell. Oh yeah, and it turns out that everyone who gets big turns out to be a weirdo. I'm only at 3,000 subscribers, so that's fine. I think that's all the questions that we had. We've got a few minutes left, so yeah, comedy on YouTube. I kind of wanted to. Oh, the misinformation. Oh yeah, that kind of gets me as well. The misinformation on YouTube as well. It will. I mean, the great thing about YouTube is that you could broadcast anything. I mean, I talk a lot of nonsense. I mean, you've just had like an hour of me talking nonsense. So that's one of the nice things about YouTube is that you can put out anything, and that's also the double-edged sword, isn't it? That you can put out anything and kind of present it as fact, and it gets shared and that kind of stuff. I mean, that always happened before YouTube, but it was on kind of a smaller scale. It was like one guy in the club chatting to like another guy about some weird conspiracy, and there's like 600 people who don't care. But now it's, yeah, that kind of nonsense spreads far and wide very quickly. My nonsense doesn't spread far and wide very quickly. Why not? Oh, who knows? Am I hiding any dead bodies? Look, I will say this. How's the weather? The weather is very hot. So what is it? It's 9 p.m. in the evening here, and it feels like I'm sweating. So I had this jacket on, and I was getting dehydrated from all the sweating. Overplayed! Yay! I found you. Well, you found me. We found each other, and here we are on this fantastic live stream. Although we have been going for like an hour, and I did say that this live stream was going to be about an hour. So there's that. Have you only just joined? Did you only just find it? Oh, I know. There is the replay. I do talk a lot of nonsense in the replay, so there is that. And at some point I flash a knee that I may or may not timestamp that. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I haven't been checking Discord. Oh, we have a new person on Discord. Awesome. So I have to check Discord on my phone, because if I check it on the laptop is kind of doing a bunch of stuff and would probably fry itself. Plus, I don't have Discord installed on the laptop. It's only on all the other computers. Yeah, no, we'll go for a little bit longer. I'd answered all your questions I've played. Like, all of them. So, sorry about that. We had a really long discussion about comedy on YouTube and how that goes. Oh, I whistled a little bit there. But yeah, I can recap that. Yeah, so comedy on YouTube, I think the hardest and longest I've ever talked for. I don't know where I was going with that. I was hoping to land on something funnier, but I landed on myself. Sometimes that's okay. That can be fun too. Yeah, so, oh, yeah, YouTube comments. So we're talking about YouTube comments. I think my YouTube comments are okay for anybody, and the chat as well. I know we're kind of like getting towards the end. I should have probably opened with this, but yeah, anything is fine in the chat and in my comments, and that's okay for me. I mean, I'm a comedian person, a comedy person. I try. I try to be funny, but as someone who tries to be a comedian, dealing with like hecklers and nasty things in the comments are kind of expected, and I would not want those to be in there. I kind of expect them to be in there, and that's all fine. That's all good. But some creators on other channels, you know, that's not their kind of thing. So you just kind of have to respect what the creator wants. So that's absolutely fine in my channel. Go for it. Say penis, say boobs, say whatever four-letter words you like. That's all okay. YouTube might not like it and asterisk it, but I'm okay with it. That's all fine here. And yeah, some other creators, you know, just kind of respect what they do, unless they're, you know, unless they're spreading a load of misinformation. If they're just making some nice videos, be nice to them. Unless they specifically ask for you to be nasty in their comments. Like I do sometimes. I think you're pretty. Put shoe on head. Put shoe. I don't have a shoe here. We have no shoes. Shoes. You see, I'll tell you why I don't have a shoe close. I'm in England. We take our shoes off before we come in the house. I know, you know, some Americans find that some kind of crazy concept, but the shoes go off. So the shoes are by the door, and I'm mic'd up and sitting down and pretty comfortable. So there's no shoe that can go on the head. What could I put on the head? You get a hand. I think you're pretty awesome. I read that again because I like it. It gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. I think you're pretty awesome too, Blade. Do shows. Do shows. Yes, reading and vocalizing ideas is my skill here on YouTube. apparently. Shoeless door shoes, cup on head. We do well. There's a glass. Close enough. Do shorts, shoe doors, cup on. The door stay. The shoes stay by the door because they're dirty and inside is clean. Apart from the dirty things that I say, the inside is clean. We get this stream is really taken off now. We're about to close. Okay, we'll go for a little bit longer to keep everybody happy. I love the English language too. The English language is I don't speak any other languages, but I love how expressive and it is where you're able to twist words. So I did learn a little bit of French in call it secondary school, but high school. I can't remember any of it now, but I did all right, and I didn't find being able. The reason I didn't continue taking French is because I couldn't find it possible to have enough wordplay in there to make a good joke. I always thought the shoe thing was more Asian. Yeah, Asian people do it. That's kind of a really hard rule in a lot of the Asian places for them to have no shoes. Sometimes they have inside shoes as well. They swap their shoes as they come in, and sometimes the shoes are outside in the Asian places. Here it's more polite, I guess. It's just more of a polite thing to do. You come in, oh, should I take my shoes off? Yeah, oh, yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. Cup of tea? Oh, thank you very much. That's kind of how people enter an English home. Every time as well. We sometimes, if there's like a hard floor throughout, we sometimes will leave our shoes on if we're going from like the front door to the garden. We may do, but shoes on carpet, no. And we have a lot of carpet in the UK. We love our carpets. I thought only wealthy people put their shoes by the door before entering houses. Well, I don't know what to tell you. We do it, and I'm not very wealthy. Not in money, anyway. In happiness, I'm the wealthiest person there is. I'm doing this right now. I've got my pink lemonade. It's a great night. Yeah, no, yeah, we'll have. Yeah, what's better, carpet or hardwood? Carpet, hard. Carpet, hard. That's your decision. I don't get any. This may surprise you, but I don't get any YouTube money at the moment whatsoever. So yeah, I wanted to. I did want to talk a little inside baseball about the channel, so we can start that now. Personally, I find sometimes a comment deserves a pin. Is that all going to fit? Well, that's going to be very hard to read on mobile. Personally, I find concrete better than all other floor types. Easy to clean, plus yes. It's also easy to clean other bodily fluid. Most bodily fluids, apart from blood, are pretty easy to clean, to be honest, actually. I suppose it's the only one that has any real staining colour. We should take that off of there before the YouTube police come crawling. Can't even super chat. No. So yeah, inside baseball about this wonderful channel. If you're new here, of course, we do tech news and nonsense with dirty jokes and often bad jokes, and there's also a Discord. I think that sums up about the entire channel. Oh, sometimes there's roasts of celebrities as well, if you're new here. Can't even super chat. How am I to throw change on the floor for you? Right. Okay, let's bring this up. Oh, where is it? It's gone. It's not on that one. You have an occasional good joke too, probably by accident. Yeah, it's often by accident. That's where all the jokes come from. Uh, where is the post I'm looking for? Oh, oh dear. We've lost some light. Give me 2 seconds to find something, and I will fix the light. Is this the one? This is not the one. I will sing for you while I look for what I'm looking for. It's probably here. So, yes, this is the yes. Welcome to my alter ego. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So I did have. Maybe I can find it here. There it is. So this is the equivalent of a super chat. That's all I got. I'm not. Okay, I tried to do the minion. The minion didn't work. So would your mirror universe be clean shaven? Actually, it would be inverted. So this part would be clean shaven, and I would just. How weird would that look? Oh, that's got to be a real thing. Someone has to have done that. Okay. Yeah, so I will leave that. I will drop that link there, and I will fix the light. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Actually, no, I will keep talking because that's that's not a great idea. So the light runs on battery. Oh, Russell, horrible noises. Sorry. So the light I've got runs on battery, and the battery died basically. But I do have power, which is right here. So I would try and stay in frame as much as possible while I do this. So I do have some power, so I can give it some actual power. Because the live stream is actually going on for a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought I'd run out of ideas and steam and voice a lot sooner than what I did, but this is fantastic. Okay, so that's the power. The power is going to be connected. And hopefully, let's connect the power to the power thing. And turn the power back on. There we go. I just need to put the power thing in the power holder. This must be the most exciting thing anybody has ever seen on a stream. A light come on. There we go. Okay, we are back. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Actually, I just thought the batteries would last because I didn't think I would last as long. There we go. Now I can read the chat again. Here I come. I'm coming back to the live stream. Oh, I got the power. Thank you, both played. Sorry, just catching up on the comments. I should really. It is hard to talk and read at the same time, and that's a skill. A lot of streamers can do that, and I'm trying to. I think we do have this. Yeah, our music taste is kind of like that. I don't have much on my Well, I use YouTube Music, but I don't have much on my playlists from like after 2000, really. Apart from Sabrina Carpenter, I think she's pretty good. Okay, too much pink energy can be dangerous. I'm nearly out of the pink. This is like the stream countdown. When this ends, the stream ends. Okay. What did I miss? What did I miss? The villain arc is here. The sponsorships are approaching with rapid pace. Yes. I'm now a villain. Go and download Raid Shadow. I couldn't do that. I mean, I might take some sponsors. It depends how people feel about sponsors if they ever come knocking at the door. If there's a sponsor willing to be in the same video as the word penis. But yeah, stuff like Raid Shadow Legends, I don't know how people can promote that kind of nonsense. Hydration. Are you still selling the t-shirts? We had a discussion about this earlier, Oathblade. Where were you? Where were you? Just not just doing your own thing, not watching the stream where we talked about the shirts. No, so yeah, the quick recap, I set up a store, but it looked like some kind of Russian hacker bot store and didn't look very professional, so we didn't sell very many on there. So I need to make the store look pretty, and then I will open it again, and there will be 100 of these first shirts available for sale. And then once they go, the first logo comes off, and it's no longer a first shirt anymore. Raid isn't that terrible. Yeah, to be honest, I've never played it, but so I can't really comment too much. But it just seems like I mean, there was a load of predatory stuff around it, wasn't there? With like the gambling mechanics, which is fine for if you want to play those kind of games, that's absolutely fine. It's the marketing towards kids and kind of rinsing their parents' wallet is the stuff that I'm not too keen on. But that's see, that was one I never played as well. I don't really play a lot of mobile games, to be honest. I played Pokemon Go 2 days before it launched. I managed to get the APK from somewhere. Two days before it launched here, it was live everywhere. I think it was live in the US before it came to the UK, and we managed to grab that. But I don't play that anymore. I don't really play any mobile games anymore. I play video games, yeah. So currently playing, what am I playing at the moment? I'm playing City Skylines 2. I'm playing not Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster 2, and Rocket League. I'm not very good at Rocket League, but it's one of those games that you can just jump into for 5 minutes, isn't it? Well, you say you jump into it for 5 minutes and it's like 2 hours later, and you could have actually been playing something decent like Cyberpunk again. But yeah, so oh, and Shapes. If you haven't played Shapes, Factorio. Yeah, I like my sitting down and wasting the entire day PC games. I will try Power World at some time. I will do. I just need a little bit more time, and I will be playing Power World. But yeah, Shapes is really fun. Factorio, if you like Factorio, you'll probably like Shapes. It's like an oversimplified version of Factorio, which is just Shapes. But that's a lot of fun. What else was there? I think that's they're the kind of games where, the day just disappears. How's my battery doing on here? That's still green, so we're good. We're good for a little while. I censored myself because honeypot. I think message retracted has a special kind of ring to it. So yeah, also super excited for GTA 6. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding GTA 6, and there's not going to be a disc, and there's all the crunch, and all the thing, and all the, yeah, but it's going to be the biggest game of the decade, and I have to play it because I really enjoyed all the rest. I played the first one, the second one, the third one. Every single GTA, numbered GTA, has they've been into the Kill the Hookers games. Yeah, but everyone, I think the GTA games came out at the right age, when I was the right age to play them. I think that was a huge part of it for me. GTA 3, there was nothing like it ever before. Oh, it's huge open world. You could do whatever you want. There was no game like it, and it was just so much fun. And then GTA 4 was, well, let's go back to Vice City, because Vice City was my favorite one, because that had all the music that we like. I've played. Even if you don't play any of the Kill the Hooker games, download the soundtrack to Vice City, and you won't be disappointed. You'll absolutely love it. Yeah, so that was my favorite GTA game, and then GTA 4 and 5, they kind of just broke the mold on what you can do with open world. I showed my now ex's old parents GTA 5 and nearly horrified them into a coma. Except, yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's fair. A chroma coma. That's a shiny coma. It's okay, Mazag. All the comments are fine. I have to look at your comments quickly before you retract them. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So yeah, it did steal a lot of ideas from a lot of places, but it kind of worked really well, and especially on console. There was something like that on console, as well. And the way they built it on console, they kind of had to. If you ever watch the making, some people break down the making of GTA 3 and Vice City, they the way they rendered like certain parts of the city, then brought them all together when you entered those areas, so there was no loading screen. Unbelievable, because there was no loading apart from going from city to city. Once you was in the city, there was no loading screens, and that was impressive for the time. I mean, that's still impressive today, really. Okay, yeah. So where were we? Inside the channel. So yeah, I'm not monetized yet. So I get zero money from YouTube. So what we're trying to do is I have enough subscribers to be part of the program, but there's not enough. What's it? There is not enough watch hours. Is the words I was looking for. It's been a very long stream for me. I've been talking for a very long time. Yeah, so there's not enough watch hours to qualify. We still need like another 1,500 watch hours in this year to sign up to be part of the program. So that's why I pasted this. This is the closest thing. Buy me a coffee. You can get to a super chat. Unfortunately, there is no. Sorry, just checking some notifications just in case I miss any messages on Discord. Discord is going off a little bit, but I can't be in two places at once. So yeah, that's the closest I can get. Yes, lives do count to watch time. So the stream you're watching now, however many people watch it, that does count towards live watch time, and so does the replay. If anyone wanted to watch the replay from the start, that also counts. Overplayed, that's very sweet of you, thank you, but I have enough money to grab it myself. I do appreciate that very much, thank you. That does see, like, you're making me smile. But yeah, no, I'm okay grabbing it. But thank you. If you do want to give a game away, feel free to do that to someone who perhaps can't afford it. Because I'm I'm not wealthy or rich, but I'm doing okay. So the shorts, nobody watches my shorts. A few people watch my shorts, but not very many. So there's there's not a lot of watch hours on the shorts, and the shorts watch hours don't count towards the partner program watch hours. It's only live streams and normal videos. Yeah, I thought I would as well. Just clip out the best bits. Just, but maybe I did it wrong because I did a short where it's just like penis boob tits penis boobs. Yeah, that didn't do very well, surprisingly. Sometimes it is hard to trim the story down to a short because sometimes there's there's a lot of the story that's just setting up the joke, which I need to keep in. But yeah, shorts are really kind of luck of the draw. As Mizak said, you need like over 1 million views on shorts to even be considered to be paying out, and then when they do, it's like $2 or something. There's like 1 million views on. This isn't going to get 1 million views, but like 1 million views on a video or a live stream is worth a lot more than 1 million views on shorts. My shorts have done better than yours because I use the power of plagiarism. Awesome. Is that the same channel that you're using right now, Mazak? I'll go and check them out and see what you plagiarized. Have you plagiarized me, word for word? That's probably not a good idea. Nobody should probably repeat anything that I say. Where was we? Okay, yeah. So we've done the comedy on YouTube. We've done about the channel. I think so anyway. I don't think I've got much more to say about the channel. Other than, yeah, some new bits will be coming. I will be doing a few more skits and roasts and some bigger videos that are not the news, but they're tech and tech history related. Let's say that. But it's still going to be equal parts funny and not funny. Funny and accurate. Let's go with that, shall we? Okay. What else was there on my list to talk about? We've done memberships and sponsorships. Yeah, so let me know, guys, how you'd feel about if I took any sponsorships from anyone. Uh, I think I'm quite alright with some things like NordVPN. I actually do use NordVPN, so I'm okay saying that it's fine to use. Apart from some kind of the disconnect button on NordVPN gets my nerves because it says pause and it's not pause. You have to press pause and then there's an option to disconnect. No. Don't like that. Like the sign out for Netflix. Have you ever tried to sign out of Netflix? It's under help. Help! What the hell is that? That is ridiculous. Dark patterns trying to get you to do things. I don't like those kind of things. Other than the disconnect button being in the most stupid place under the pause menu, I'm happy with NordVPN. So that's why I'm happy to talk about it. Yeah, sponsorships are good if there's something you or your viewers use. Yeah, and that's the kind of attitude I wanted to take with it. That's the kind of I wouldn't. Oh dear, what have I done here? Time for a break. It's not time for a break. Yeah, that's the kind of attitude I would go with as well. If I use it, or if I think other people would benefit from using it, and I've kind of done the background work and vetted it and make sure that it's okay, then yeah, I'm happy to talk about it. But it, most of what I do is not positive talking about things, so that might be good. Maybe that's a challenge, isn't it? Doing a positive comedy bit about something. Yeah. Oh dear, what have I done here? Tagline. Yeah. That's oh dear, what have I done here? That may make an appearance in some future videos. Okay, yeah. So there is that. So yeah, sponsorships may take some sponsorships. Again, if people say, "Oh, that's rubbish," then that's right. Then we won't do those anymore. I did Oathblade. Did you not see that? I did that. April Fools, a purely positive tech news show. Or is that the one you're referencing? I'm going to hide that super chat now. That's been up there for a little while. We can't super chat. Yeah, so we did yeah. I'm thinking. Oh, that is a great line. It's going up there for the world to see. I say the world. Thank you. I do appreciate that. And now I'm thinking about it too. This oh no, that way. This one right here. Okay, yeah. So there's that. So yeah, I can't take so I can't get any ad money. Excuse me, they're talking too much. So yeah, so I can't take any ad money, and we can't do super chats on here. So the buy me a coffee is the closest we get to a super chat, and we can't do memberships. I don't know what you'd want to see for memberships if I ever did them. What do you guys think of memberships? I I'm in two minds. I'm not actually signed up to any YouTubers memberships. I don't think, but I do get how they work and why they work and why they would be beneficial for everybody. I was tempted to sign up to a few of them. I was tempted to sign up to Captain Disillusion, but he doesn't post very often, so it's kind of yeah. I get it early, but it's only once a year. You know, I'm kind of happy to wait a week for that. Linus is one. I'm not even subscribed to Linus anymore. We have a dribble left. So yeah, what would you want to see in memberships if I did memberships? Or would you not want memberships at all? That might be a bad idea. They do say yeah, I don't like them because they set expectations. Yeah, they kind of do. If memberships could mean the content you were talking about, Rose. Yeah, so like the one-off stuff. But then again, right, people are paying what $5 a month, whatever, and sometimes they may take 3 or 4 months to actually finish. And I kind of feel guilty about taking that money and not giving people anything. And we can't really do the news early because by the time I get to it, it's already like multiple days old. Adding another day or so onto that kind of makes it even less relevant than by the time I get to it. So yeah, it is a tricky one. The irony is, if I could do this full time, then there would be things that I could put in memberships. But, you know, day job and things. So yeah, there's that. And there was something else I was going to talk about. I did have a bunch of stories to go through, but maybe we'll go through that on the next live stream. I think death to day jobs. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if we could just sit around talking to people on the internet all day, like this? It'd be great, wouldn't it? I guess that's why. That's why there's a lot of streamers doing it. I don't know if I think I prefer. I love doing this, of course, but I prefer. I think making stuff, videos that stick around that you can go back to and watch maybe a year later. The news might be old on some of the old videos, but the jokes should still be relatively fresh and funny. You're very charming. Though you said that to me, but I'm said it back, and now it's awkward. Thank you very much for calling me charming. Yeah, so yeah, I may do a couple more of these live streams around the same sort of time, maybe once a month if we can. It is difficult to kind of find the time for live streams because with retail my hours aren't always consistent, so I kind of have to get overtime when I can. Sometimes that falls on a day where I'd want to do a live stream, which is normally typically Friday because, you know, it's Friday and everybody is hyped up for the weekend, and I don't have to kind of rush to set everything down. Okay, so this is 5 minute warning. We'll be gone. Ah, Rebecca Black is forbidden. It's probably a good job you're not on the in the Discord, Mazak. No, I do really appreciate that, Oathblade. And sometimes we pick up some new people. Sometimes people they come in and then they go like immediately, and that's okay as well. I'm not for everybody. Especially imagine they just come in and they hear me say penis, tits, boobs, penis, I got a bit excited myself there. But yeah, you just click on and you see some nonsense like that. Wouldn't that be great? But yeah, no, I've enjoyed myself tonight. Has everybody enjoyed themselves? We will go in like 4 minutes time. So if you have any questions about anything, now is the time to ask them because we will be wrapping up. I am wrapping up. This is the wrap up for the live stream. Did everybody have fun? I had fun. I'm going to make sure the live chat didn't go back to top chat. First video I think you opened with the penis joke. I was like, yeah, this guy's worth checking out. I do try to slip it in as much as possible. And the jokes. Please can we watch Skibbity Toilet? You can watch Skibbity Toilet. I'm not doing Skibbity Toilet. We are back. You can't see me. You can only hear me now. There we go. You get one or the other. Sight or vision. Sight or vision? They're the same thing. Audio or vision. I cannot get back. I've got so many wires and lights that I cannot find my way back to the... Oh, okay, this is definitely going to get us banned on Twitch. There we go. We are back, but we're back just enough time to go. Okay, audio. Yeah, so my wireless, the receiver for the wireless microphone, battery died. So we've had this battery die, we've had that battery die. All the batteries have gone. This one still seems okay though, which I don't know. But there we go. Okay, so we are going to wrap up. Thank you everybody for watching. I will take one last question from anybody who pops it in the chat first. If there's no questions, then we're just going to call it. But let me know. Yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy this live stream? Should I do more live streams? Did we have fun? Did we not have fun? Who knows? I had fun. How are you so amazing? You know what? Let's... Ta-da! That is now the pinned comment. I don't know. I don't think I'm that amazing. I just talk and say things, and occasionally those things are funny, and sometimes they're interesting. Okay, thank you ever so much, everybody. It's been great. It's been great being here. But nobody answered my question. Should I do more live streams or not? That is a very important question, and I'm not going till I get an answer. Well, I am going when. Yes. Okay, so that's a vote for yes. Oh, look at this. I've moved myself. I keep doing that. I'm supposed to be moving this down. Oh, I did it again. Nope, this one. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. And pink turd emoji. Was that supposed to be pink? Because it is pink on this side. Okay, I think we're done. Oh wait, Uncle! Yay, come back, come back! Okay, yep. So thank you everybody for watching. I recorded 2 more videos today, so they will be going up, one in the next few days and then one a few days after. Hopefully we can get at least 1 live stream in a month. Obviously, if you are on Discord, you can check me out. You can check us out on the Discord, and we can chat and laugh and joke in there. Sometimes I'm in there, sometimes I'm not, but I do try and get in there as often as I can. And there we are. Thank you everybody for watching the live stream. It has been fun, and there's still a bunch of things on this list which you can't see, but I've just brought up that we didn't get to. So we'll get to those next time. Again, if you have any questions for the next live stream, drop them in. Oh, I put a Q&A channel in Discord. Drop them in Discord. Drop them below this video in the comments when it goes live, or just on the community post that nobody can find. Great job, YouTube. Okay, and wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I realize as I was saying it, it's the Truman Show. That's as good a place to end. I've lost all the words, but that's as good a place as any to leave it. Penis.